Okay, dann wollen wir mal weitermachen. Ich war gerade in den Einstellungen, habe mal ein bisschen die Musik runtergedreht. Ich habe nämlich jetzt gemerkt, dass man das kann. Nach so 200 Parts. Ich habe gedacht, vielleicht machen wir das dann doch mal, weil manchmal ist mir die Musik ist zwar manchmal auch etwas leise, aber manchmal ist mir die halt auch echt zu laut. Muss ich in Kingdom Hearts auch noch machen. Außer die Stimmen. Die habe ich nicht runtergestellt. Genau, ich wollte mal gucken. 2 Tage noch, okay. Ich wollte mal hier reingucken, wegen, Dings, ne? Wegen unserer. Oh. Keine Bewertung, 2-mal gespielt, oder wie? Anscheinend. Na, schade. Ich habe echt gedacht, dass man vielleicht mal, unsere öfter spielt, aber... Ja, ne? Ist halt, Oh, Sphärennummer. Welche haben wir denn eigentlich? Keine Ahnung. Naja. Naja. Ist ja nicht so wild. Ist also wirklich nicht wild. Ne. Jetzt wollte ich das nochmal gucken. 11 Tage haben wir noch. Also, wie gesagt, man sieht, dass ein bisschen Zeit vergangen ist. Okay. Oh! Oh, das ist doch das bestimmt mit Kaya, ne? Und ich hab's beinahe verpasst. Ja. Ja, mal gucken. Mal gucken. Auf jeden Fall das hier, ne? Was müssen wir dafür abgeschlossen haben? Ich hoffe, ich hab's nicht verpasst. Oh. Okay. Ich muss sie machen? Achso. Auftragsmenü? Hier. Aber das ist doch, das andere. Ja, ja, das ist das andere. Das ist nicht das, was ich gerade gesucht habe. Moment. Ich kann noch... Hier. Afros Delos. Jetzt können wir wieder rausgehen. Müsste ja dann hier oben sein, ne? Ah ja, hier. Okay. Aber wo? Ach, da. Ich glaube, das ist es. Ach, Mondstadt. Okay. Dann nehme ich mal den Porter. Ah ja, Schatten der Vergangenheit. Okay. Weil das wäre schon ganz nett. Ich meine, wenn wir das noch hinkriegen würden. 2 Tage sind jetzt nicht so lang. Und ja. Mal gut, dass ich nochmal reingeschaltet habe, weil ich war eigentlich mitten dabei, God of War aufzunehmen. Und hatte eigentlich auch weiter vor, God of War aufzunehmen, auch wenn ich noch ein paar Parts habe. Mal gut, dass ich noch geguckt habe, weil ich wollte mal gucken, wie es aussieht mit unserer Sphäre. Das war nämlich eigentlich mein Ziel. Ne, ob da schon welche gespielt haben oder auch nicht und, ne, wie das aussieht, aber naja, naja. So, dann betreten wir mal. Und ich glaube, mein PC hat sich verabschiedet. Ja, ich glaube, der hat sich verabschiedet. Oder zumindest Opera. Huch. Fällt mir gerade auf. Gucke ich gleich mal. Ja.
Thank you for coming on such short notice, Honorary Knight. I know you must be busy.
Ja, so ein bisschen.
To make a long story short, there's a particular matter at hand that the Knights requires your assistance with.
Das hört sich wahrlich nach dir
I
an.
have been meaning to have a word with you if the occasion presented itself. But as you know, Mondstadt's safety must always be my first priority.
I know, ist in Ordnung.
I have recently received multiple reports from the Knights of someone within the Lawrence clan having close dealings with the Fatui.
Okay.
The Fatui? Again?
Ja, anscheinend.
But who are the Lawrence clan?
There was a dark period in Mondstadt's history when the aristocracy ruled over the city. The hard-won freedom that followed with the fall of Decorabian was lost once again as slavery spread throughout the land.
Okay.
The first Dandelion Knight, Vanessa, spearheaded the revolution that overthrew the old aristocratic system and established the Knights of Favonius, leading Mondstadt to become the city that you see today.
Okay, das erklärt einiges.
The aristocrats that had oppressed the people of Mondstadt were none other than the Lawrence clan.
Ah.
Oh, Paimon gets it. So the clan's descendants are now scheming with the carry out more dubious deeds.
Also scheint so,
We
ne?
suspect as much, though we have yet to obtain any solid evidence. The reason I summoned you here today is to ask you to help us further investigate this matter.
Okay, die zweite Frage ist natürlich
the
doof.
Knights of Favonius and the aristocracy have been at odds with one another for as long as I can remember.
Ah ja, und ich bin
We've
Außenstehender oder
already
wie?
considered every possible way of resolving our differences, but it seems the descendants of the aristocracy remain antagonistic towards the Knights. No matter what stance we take when dealing with them, the outcome is always the same. Our efforts
Ja,
only
wie gesagt,
result
wir
in
sind
adding more
Außenstehende, wir
fuel
kriegen
to
das
the
besser hin.
flames. We could come knocking on their door on the grounds of a search warrant, but if the investigation were to come up empty, I'm afraid tensions and distrust would only increase. All of our past efforts would have been wasted.
Naja, aber ich bin doch Ehrenritter.
You are in fact the best candidate to represent the Knights of Favonius.
Okay.
But you need not emphasize your role as the honorary knight. You are a traveler from a distant land, and you can approach the aristocrats in this way. Once you come to friendly terms with the Lawrence clan, you should be in a good position to learn more of their possible connections with the Fatui.
Okay.
Whoa. Leave it to Master Jean to come up with such a thorough plan.
Naja, das habe ich mir auch gedacht. Also,
Perhaps such plans have become second nature after all the diplomatic issues I've dealt with. The
okay.
name of the Lawrence clan member in question is Schubert. Lately, he can often be found strolling near the northern city walls.
Okay.
It is said that he is difficult to get along with due to his temperamental disposition, but if we approach him calmly, then things should go off without a hitch.
Okay, dann machen wir das.
Thanks again for your help. If you run into any snags along the way, I'll do anything in my power to support you.
Okay. Cool. Dann let's go. Ich hoffe, das geht nicht so lange, weil wegen der 2 Tage. Nur wegen der 2 Tage. Ansonsten, ne? Ah ja, hier raus, ne? Natürlich. Natürlich. Aber wir kriegen das schon hin. Aber ich finde, diese Story-Abschnitte finde ich immer sehr cool. Die liebe ich ja, auch wenn ich sie so selten mache, weil ich ja eigentlich ja auch, immer dann kommt ja immer irgendwelche Events und dann, das kollidiert ja meistens. Selten, dass das dann so ineinander geht. Obwohl in letzter Zeit hatten wir das, glaube ich, öfter, ne? Aber trotzdem, also meistens hatte ich dann das Pech, dass ich dann, was anderes dadurch verpasst habe, dass ich die Story gemacht habe. Bis jetzt. Deswegen, also da bin ich immer so ein bisschen vorsichtig. Okay. Ach. Warte. Guten Tag. Du bist doch bestimmt der Herr Schubert.
Huh? Who are you?
Hello? We're here.
Hello?
Gibt es ein Problem?
What's wrong? Did you... Huh. And I suppose you think that you can... Given that I don't recognize you, I can only assume that you are a traveler of some variety. I'll have you know that you are speaking with the Schubert Lawrence, a blood descendant of the magnanimous nobility. If you wish to address me, you'd best consider your words more carefully. Such nonchalant manners are inadmissible and will never do.
Wie war das? Wenn ihr nett seid, dann kommt er an ihn ran, hat sie gesagt.
Now, if you're somehow capable of understanding anything I've said, then you will get down on your knees, apologize for your negligent actions, and give me a
Ich schlag
proper
den gleich in
introduction.
den Nacken oder so.
That's etiquette? Paimon's never heard of something so complicated before.
In former times, when people knew their place and respected traditions, such conduct was only basic courtesy when greeting a nobleman.
Ich könnte eine Prinzessin sein.
And neglecting your manners would result in a swift whipping.
Was?
But look at the world now. Rules have been thrown to the wayside and manners forgotten. I cannot bear to see such degradation.
Klingt alles sehr anstrengend.
You dare question the dignity of the nobility? I'll have you know that though the Lawrence clan is in decline, myself and others of noble blood are looking for a chance to restore our rightful honor.
Ja.
Just look around. The people are unruly and undisciplined. I, however, strive to retain the elegance and etiquette of the nobility.
Ach.
After all, we are of a
Immer
completely
diese
different
Kastensysteme,
breed
ne?
by birth.
Ich habe doch noch gar nichts
Save
gesagt.
your words. I find your manners and bearing repulsive.
Du hast genug gesagt.
Besides, I am in no way obligated to instruct commoners on
Wem denn
basic
sonst?
courtesies.
Wer soll
Now
uns
I
denn
have more
Manieren
pressing
beibringen?
matters to attend to. I leave.
Ah ja. Dann leave.
So this is what Master Jean meant by difficult to get along with.
Ja. Ich glaube schon.
Let's head back and talk things over with her.
Ich glaube, wir hätten doch Zhao nehmen sollen. Ja, wir werden sowieso geswitcht, aber ne, Zhao, der hätte das bestimmt gut hinbekommen. Mit seiner kühlen Art. Huch. Ich bin etwas angeeckt. Ah, das tut mir aber leid. Soll dein Kopf auch noch mit der Wand anecken? Oh,
Well,
Ember.
if it isn't the honorary knight.
Yeah.
I'm just on my way out to gather some intel. I didn't expect to run into you here.
Ja,
Judging by your expression, you must have run into some trouble.
ein bisschen.
Master Jean tasked us with a special assignment, but things seem to have run aground for the moment.
Ah, ist eine lange
No need to
Geschichte.
get down on yourself. Sometimes things just don't turn out as planned. Even I can't guarantee useful intel
Oh,
every
Ember
time
ist
I'm
echt süß.
dispatched.
Ember ist echt
You
süß.
just have to keep at it and never give up.
Ah, sowas Nettes. Wie gesagt, das kann nur Ember.
Hey, why don't you let me try to help? What's the problem?
Master Jean asked us to build a connection with someone named Schubert Lawrence.
Ja.
But it turns out that he's a peculiar character that doesn't listen to anyone.
Aha, Schubert! I know him. Let me guess. He said you didn't have any manners.
Ah, du hast ihn also auch schon getroffen.
End of his lectures many a time. The Lawrence clan can be very particular about such things.
Ah ja.
You mean everyone in the Lawrence clan is just a big headache?
As aristocrats, they believe there should be a certain distance between themselves and common folk. I understand their thinking, but that's just not how things are anymore.
Ah ja.
However, there is one exception among the Lawrence clan. My good buddy, Eula.
Ah.
Buddy?
That's right. Not only is she from the Lawrence clan, but she's also captain of the Knights of Favonia's 4th Company.
Mitglieder des Laurence-Clan können dem Ritterorden beitreten?
Eula is special. She's not quite like the other members of her clan. She has her own beliefs and it shows.
Ah, okay.
In other words, she doesn't really adhere to the strict rules and conventions of her family.
Aha.
However, she's still quite knowledgeable about dealing with the Lawrences. I'm sure you'll see what I mean if you meet her.
Okay.
That's strange. If Eula is a member of the Lawrence clan, then why would Master Jean choose us for the task? Couldn't she just ask Eula?
Ich glaub nicht.
Well, it's a little complicated. Basically, the Lawrence clan has frowned upon the fact that Eula joined the Knights. Her family members don't particularly care for
Ja,
her.
das habe ich mir gedacht.
In their eyes, Eula is nothing but a traitor to the family. She's very easy to get along with. Just explain the situation, and I'm sure she'll help you come up with a way to get along with Schubert.
Ja,
In
okay.
fact, I think she's out in the wilderness on patrol this morning. You should be able to find her around Stormbear
Windblickberg.
Mountains.
Okay.
All right, you heard her. Let's go find Eula.
Good luck,
Ja.
you two. I've got my own matters to
Na dann.
Who would have guessed the Knights have a member of the Lawrence clan?
Naja.
Well, if you want to learn about the conduct of the Lawrence clan, who better to ask than one of their own family members?
Das stimmt. Außerdem heißt es ja nicht nur, weil sie von denen ist, dass sie nicht, nicht auch eine gute sein kann. Ich meine, Geburt entscheidet ja eben nicht über die Persönlichkeit, ne? So wie der Lawrence-Clan denkt, ist das halt nicht der Fall. Oder Clan. Ne? Das ist... Jeder kann sein eigenes Schicksal bestimmen. In so einer gewissen Nische. Zumindest was die Persönlichkeit angeht, ne? Na, man hat zwar nicht immer alle Mittel und Möglichkeiten, gerade wenn man nicht... Okay. Wenn man nicht das Geld hat, wollte ich sagen. Aber ansonsten, so was das Denken angeht, ne, hat man doch schon ein bisschen Freiraum.
The Fatui! What are they doing here? Is that why Eula was sent on patrol here?
Ja, ich glaube schon.
Let's fight first and talk later!
Ja. Na gut, dass die gerade nicht so schwer sind. Na, sucht. Ja, ich muss unbedingt mal wieder die Dings ändern, die Klasse ändern. Habe ich vergessen.
That's it.
Auch du brennst. Na, ich hätte es mal andersrum machen sollen, ne? Na komm. Jetzt aber.
Starball!
Na, der ist auch gleich down. Ja. Gleich. 2 Sekunden. Okay. Ah ja. Ja, Joe ist manchmal doch ein bisschen stärker, als ich dachte. Oder denke. Oh. Na? Ah, Eula. Wie cool. Oh. Na dann. Man merkt sofort, dass sie beim Orden ist. Sofort. Auf der Stelle.
Think twice before reaching for your sword, do you? Do you have any idea how long I've been tracking these targets? And now you get to stake a claim. You think you're stronger because you got to them first? Ugh. Mark my words. Vengeance will be mine.
What?
Warte, du willst dich rächen?
That's right. I heard the commotion and came as swiftly as I could, only to find you two already fighting the Fatui. Not only that, you are making quick work of them too. If
Naja.
I didn't make my move, you would have been able to take all the credit. Still,
Lorbeeren, ich will doch
I'm
gar
glad
keine
you're
Lorbeeren.
unscathed. Confronting that number of Fatui at once can be dangerous.
Naja, ich bin Kämpfe mit den Fatui schon gewohnt.
Sorry, Paimon doesn't understand what you mean, but thanks for your concern.
Ja, irgendwie schon.
Concern? Why would I be concerned for the safety of my arch enemies?
Was?
Arch enemies? Wait a minute. You were saying how glad you...
By which I meant, if you were injured, I'd have to escort 2 strangers guilty of stealing my targets all the way back to Mondstadt.
Ah ja.
Which would mean you'd cause me even more trouble.
Huh? So that's how you see all this?
Du bist doch nicht etwa Eula, oder?
Yes, that's me.
Ah.
Paimon thinks she's pretty strange. Although at least we can communicate with her.
Ja.
You dare to call someone you've just met strange? Forget the aristocracy. That's rude even by normal standards.
Tja.
Speaking of which, how do you know my name?
Tja.
This
Ember.
is the honorary knight of the Knights of Favonius. Rude! We're trying to investigate an aristocrat named Schubert Lawrence.
Ja.
He's so obsessed with etiquette that he's not even willing to speak with us.
Naja, verständlich.
I understand now. That's my uncle, all right. But why do you mean to investigate him?
Naja, Fatui, er, ne?
I
Verbindung.
see. You have some nerve to faming a family member right in front of me. I
Tja.
will have vengeance for this too.
Naja.
No. This is an assignment from Master Jean. It's just an investigation, that's all.
Bist du nicht auch
To the
neugierig?
everyday citizens of Mondstadt, everyone in the Lawrence clan is scum. It's natural for rumors and unwarranted gossip to lead to such suspicion.
Ah ja.
Hard to avoid such a reputation when you're known as the ruthless rulers of Old Mondstadt.
Oh, so that's what you think of me? Yet another transgression to avenge.
Didn't you say it first?
Curious. We've only just met, and you've already given me 3 causes for vengeance. It's been a while since I've encountered anyone as interesting as you. I assume you need me to teach you the conduct of the Lawrence clan. Only then will you finally be able to communicate with my uncle, correct?
That's right. Amber told us to come and talk to you.
Well then, let's begin your training immediately. It'll be easier to train when we're back in Mondstadt. We'll require other people. That aside for now. Besides, if it's the acting Grandmaster's assignment, and Amber's the one who recommended me, I should comply.
Ah ja. Aber die Rache ist immer noch da.
Paimon's confused. This girl's all vengeance this and revenge that. But she doesn't seem the least bit angry.
Tja.
Still, Paimon has met bigger weirdos before.
Ja. Das stimmt. Ich reise trotzdem schnell. Ich wollte nur nicht Paimon unterbrechen. Haben wir schon oft genug gemacht. Ist gemein und so, ne? Hier. Aber sie scheint sehr interessant zu sein. Also nicht, wie ich dachte, aber irgendwie schon. Weil ich meine, sie ist ja trotzdem noch ein Aristokrat und die sind ja trotzdem noch ein bisschen, ne? Sollen ja trotzdem noch ein bisschen weird sein. Und trotzdem gehört sie zum Orden. Ne, das ist eine seltsame Kombi, aber naja. Die haben schon andere getroffen. Ah, da ist sie ja. Flupp. Und dann sind wir auch schon da. Na.
Ah, you finally arrived. There's no time to spare, so we'll begin with our first lesson.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. There's something we need to clear up first. Otherwise it'll keep bugging us.
Wegen deiner Rache.
So that's still on your mind, huh? Maybe you're the ones who can't let things go.
Aha.
Don't worry. There's a time and place for exacting vengeance. Besides, I'm not in the mood for any right now. Best save it for later.
Aha.
You need to be in the right mood for vengeance.
I already have a long list of vengeance. Even if I wanted to begin now, I'd have to start in the right
Achso,
order.
dann sehen wir uns in 3 Jahren nochmal wieder. Achso.
Who knows how long it will be before I get to you?
Aha.
Well, if you have so much to take care of, wouldn't it just be easier to give us a clean slate?
Ich glaube, wir sind gerade ein paar Plätze nach oben gerückt.
Absolutely not. Stealing my targets, calling me a ruthless ruler, and suspecting my uncle. All worthy of vengeance in my eyes.
Sie hat das wirklich alles
But you
aufgeschrieben.
needn't worry. At least, not whilst we're investigating this matter.
Aha.
I'm sure you're familiar with the phrase, a man of moral integrity fears no slanderous attack.
Ah ja.
If Uncle Schubert didn't commit any wrongdoing, then any such investigation will prove fruitless.
Aha.
But if he did commit a wrongful act, then he should bear the full punishment.
Aha.
I'm sure you understand.
Ja,
Good.
doch.
Now, there are 2 key points that aristocrats attach great importance to. Your manner of speech and your bearing.
Ja, das habe ich mir schon gedacht.
Let's begin with your manner of speech. Aristocrats have a very unique way of carrying conversation. Even
Aha.
Oh, Paimon's already learned some unique conversation.
Naja.
Mark my words, vengeance will be mine!
not even close. And besides, it sounds strange.
Ja.
Hey! Paimon learned it from you! And didn't you say not to call others strange? It seems
Tja.
you don't respect the rules of your own clan.
No,
Naja.
I've no need to trouble myself with such frivolous formalities.
Okay.
For example, one could say, as the morning dew greets the coming dawn, so do I greet you, my dear friend.
Oh.
As the morning dew does what now?
However, such a phrase may only be used during the morning hours. Also, the party with whom you're speaking must be of approximately the same status as you.
Aha.
Morning dew is not uncommon, so it expresses that friendship should not be measured by value, yet also suggests that friendship between aristocrats is pure like water.
Okay.
Oh, no. You must be prudent with your words. Calling someone a good friend could easily offend them.
Aha.
But didn't you just say my dear friend
Yes, I did. But you must know in the Lawrence family, dear friend is a set phrase that can only be used towards certain friends with whom one is acquainted, but not particularly close. It sounds much more pleasant to call an acquaintance a dear friend. So another thing to remember. Aristocrats are concerned with face and being polite. However, if you were to use dear friend to address an intimate friend, the recipient would think that you were deliberately trying to estrange them.
Naja.
This is only the first step in making a greeting. After addressing one another, you then exchange courtesies.
Wait. This is all too abstract.
Ja, schon.
Perhaps it would be better if you gave some real-life demonstrations.
Very well. Come with me. We'll choose some bystanders to converse with.
Okay. Damit können wir was anfangen, ne? Guten Tag, hochgeschätzter Freund, eventuell, vielleicht?
Oh, you're Eula of the Lawrence clan, right? This can't be good.
Der arme Norman.
You there, lowly laborer. You stand in the presence of a member of the illustrious Lawrence clan. I have words for you. Please acknowledge the glory bestowed upon thee by the nobility... what comes next?
Huh? I can't make heads or tails of anything you're saying.
Yeah.
Hold on. What did they always teach me? Whenever a dispute arises, protection of your family... Got it. As a lowly commoner, you
Is everyone from the Lawrence clan so strange?
Ja,
The
irgendwie
days of the
schon.
Lawrence clan's tyranny have long passed. I don't care what you're trying to do. Just beat it.
Naja, sie soll mir nur ein Unterrichtsbeispiel
Like I
zeigen.
said, I don't care what you're doing. I have nothing to say to any member of the Lawrence clan.
Ja.
And here's a word of advice. I wouldn't be caught dead walking too closely with any one of their like in Monst. That's all, I'll be going. I'm afraid I won't be able to control myself if we talk.
Hey! Don't leave! Halt! Mark my words, vengeance will be mine!
Wow. The Lawrence name really does carry a terrible reputation.
Ja.
Never mind him. I could have predicted as much. Let's find someone else.
Okay. Cool. Das war definitiv etwas, womit wir hätten rechnen können. Ja, denn die wird nicht besser laufen. Würden Sie gerne bitte an einer Umfrage teilnehmen? Dauert auch nicht lange.
You there, lowly toiler. You stand in the presence of a member of the illustrious Please acknowledge the glory bestowed upon thee by the nobility. And...
Ja, Leno.
Why don't you respond? According to the custom, I must wait until you kneel completely before I can say the next words.
Ja.
Right. I mustn't look at you too long, or I'll be drawing more attention to our difference. Fine. You may spare yourself the formality of kneeling, as it may be a little inconvenient. I shall continue.
Hey, stop bothering me or else I might say something you wouldn't like to hear. Then again, I've got no words for any...
Again? What's with this attitude?
Ich glaube, wir sollten es lieber lassen.
I don't think his attitude will change. If I keep grandstanding like this, the outcome won't be good. Let's try to find someone else to talk. I'll remember your unwillingness to comply. Mark my words. Vengeance will be mine.
Sie rächt sich wirklich an jedem, oder? Kein Wunder, dass die Liste so lang ist. Das wird ja noch was werden. Guten Tag. Ich will ja nicht, Randall, ich will ja nicht irgendwie unhöflich sein oder so, ne? Möchten Sie gerne an einer kurzen Umfrage teilnehmen? Ist ein kleines soziales Experiment. Dauert auch nicht lang.
You there, lowly worker.
Yeah, I've already heard it all before. Look, just spare me the time. Our answer's always the same.
Gut,
I've got
danke.
nothing to say to the likes of you.
Umfrage beendet.
I mean, seriously, can't you just
War ein
take a
soziales
hint?
Experiment.
Please calm down. We don't want to cause any trouble.
Yeah.
I know she's a knight of Favonius, and that the knights wouldn't misplace their trust, but the name Lawrence carries too much weight with it.
Tja.
Even to this very day, the descendants of the Lawrence clan are still scheming to reclaim Mondstadt and reinstate their aristocratic rule.
Das ist wirklich schwierig.
And if that wasn't enough, here you are purposefully using their awkward way of speaking just to put on an act? Don't you care for the feelings of us ordinary folk?
You have a point. But mark my words, this transgression will not go unnoticed.
Huh? You want to fight? Listen here. I may be no match for you, but I'll be sure to lodge a complaint with the Knights of Favonius.
Ich glaube, wir sollten...
I'm sorry, but I want her to understand that I'm serious.
Ja, alles gut. Ich will nur ein bisschen
deeskalieren. If you don't want things to get more unpleasant, then you'd better just stop.
Okay.
Forget it. There's no point in quarreling any further.
Ja, ich bin genau deiner Meinung. Sorry nochmal, war wie gesagt ein soziales Experiment. Es tut mir leid.
It's alright. This happens quite often.
Ich glaube, das ist schwierig.
I think we've seen enough now. Let's just stop. Actually, Paimon thinks we should apologize for asking you to demonstrate for us. We had no idea the feelings between the Lawrence clan and the people of Mondstadt were so big.
What can we do? The Lawrence name is already a dirty word among every household in Mondstadt. Even 3-year-olds know the story. I see this kind of attitude all the time. Don't worry. What with me being a Knight of Favonius, they're usually willing to speak a few words with me. Perhaps my aristocratic manner of speech provoked them today. Believe me, it's not a big issue.
So this is the way things are normally for you? There's no need for them to direct their anger at you personally.
Naja.
That's the way things are. Perhaps it's just fate for those who have made mistakes. Accepting punishment is only fair, right? But when your family has committed atrocities, I'm afraid there's no easy path to reconciliation.
Stimmt irgendwie.
As memories are carried in the city breeze, the faults of such grievances are passed from one generation to the next.
Naja, aber man kann sich ja ändern
my turn to bear this burden.
Es besser machen, ne?
At least I have a means of living a relatively normal life compared to the elders of my family. I have nothing to be discontented about.
Also warst du dir von vornherein im Klaren darüber?
Why were you so willing to try and demonstrate for us?
Oh, that reminds me. That last person will not escape my vengeance either.
Ach ja.
Let's leave it at that. Just think of it as something I like to do. But unfortunately, you probably didn't learn much from those conversations. It seems we have no other choice but to find more people to talk to.
Naja, aber vielleicht welche, die nicht gerade ausrasten.
No need! Besides, the Traveler's pretty sharp, and nothing gets in our way on an adventure. Paimon thinks we got the gist, right? Right?
Naja, irgendwie schon.
Just have to roll with it for now. Let's just keep Eula from getting anyone else riled up.
Ja.
Well then, I'm glad you learned something. You're already halfway toward mastering aristocratic conduct.
Okay.
A proper manner of speech is more aesthetic than anything else. It stems from their taste for refinement.
Ja,
but we must also practice your bearing.
Gerade
I have a
Rücken und
very
so, ne?
effective way of training for this. Come with me to Dragonspine.
Ja, dann sind wir wenigstens von den Leuten weg. Das ist wesentlich angenehmer. Ich gehe mal kurz hier oben rein. Da war auch noch was. Okay. Dann folgen wir mal zum Drachengrat. Eieieiei. Das kann noch was werden. Wo war nochmal der Drachengrat? Mit Namen und so, ne? Ach, da unten. Ach ja, stimmt, das war ja der hier, ne? Ja. Die ewige Eiswüste. Hätte ich mir eigentlich denken können, aber gut. Dann gehen wir mal dahin, ne? Kann ja nicht, doch. Ich glaube, es wird noch schlimmer. Aber zumindest treffen wir keine Leute, also... Ne, so viel schlimmer dürfte es dann doch nicht werden. Mal gucken. Wo ist sie denn? Wo ist sie denn? Da vorne irgendwo? Oder muss ich hier... Ich mach die mal kaputt. Ich würde sagen... Warte, da lag was. Ach, da vorne ist sie. Hab sie gar nicht gesehen bei dem ganzen Eis.
It's so cold. Does aristocrat training really need to be done here?
Die sind schon wieder da. Also da hinten. Da haben wir gerade zerstört.
If you wish
Egal.
to truly achieve the dignified conduct of an aristocrat, you must learn to remain composed and elegant even amidst harsh conditions.
Okay.
For example, you can see that part of the path up ahead is quite difficult to traverse.
Ja.
But a well-trained aristocrat would not only effortlessly proceed forward, but do so without a stain on their garment and their elegance fully intact.
Aha.
Paimon thinks we've left the realm of aristocrats and entered the realm of adventuring. Compared to what we've already seen, this should be a piece of cake.
Ja, doch.
This is where you can finally apply some of your adventuring knowledge.
Naja, aber wir dürfen uns nicht schmutzig machen.
You look pretty confident this time. All right, let's get started. Remember, you must be graceful and elegant. Don't get...
Ja, ich glaube, das mit dem Ausrutschen und so. Ah. Oh, ich habe ein Dings. Ach komm.
Verdict is...
Ah ja. Oh. Kann ich nicht hier einfach dran vorbei? Nein! Toll. Okay, ich glaube, ich habe die Etikette nicht bestanden. Nein! Ich bin schmutzig geworden.
That won't do. You've exposed your shortcomings.
Ja, ich weiß.
No need to worry. Head back to the starting point and try again.
Okay.
It'll be difficult. Remember.
Ja, ich weiß.